I have quite the creative intro for this one. I have created a character for everybody.
Okay.
I myself am no longer resident assassin, Days CD. I am local police officer, Myth Days, and I bust people who are shooting too slow and not hitting the multi. Wacky, you are a chef at the local 5-star gourmet restaurant, and all you do is feed me kill feeds.
Yes. Let's go.
And Sorable, you're a professional wrestler, and you're on the TV at his shop, and everybody loves you, and the crowd is going wild.
Okay, so like, are we like actual like wrestling or like WWE, like Randy Orton fireworks?
Randy Orton, dude, the whole deal, the whole 9 yards, man. That's you.
Okay, I respect it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you open up your character. You can pick. You can go ahead. I'll give you some range on that one.
Okay, so my wrestler's backstory is that he used to actually work at Wacky's gourmet restaurant, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
Right,
I remember.
yeah.
Wacky actually fired him for not knowing how to cook food. So Mike wrestler actually made it his life goal to beat the shit out of Wacky on live television this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Be there.
Yeah.
And only for Patreon. Only for Patreon.
Only for Patreon. $1 only. Patreon.com/days
$1.
with 2
Yeah, our
S's.
pre-show's pretty awesome. We got $1.
Not much of a backstory. It happened like less than a week ago, but it's gonna be sick. Okay.
No, but on the way there to the wrestling match, I pull you over. See, because you're not going fast enough.
Okay.
Right? You
all right.
slug the multi.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 up, and then you slug the... Did you ever play, like, Black Ops 3, anything like that with multis and whatnot, or have you always been, like, a PC, like,
Why was
Krunker?
Black Ops 3 the first Call of Duty you threw out there?
Because that's where the
when
meme
Dave got
started.
famous off of, yep.
That's where the meme started.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's just like when I think of Stack, my brain just immediately goes there. That's all I got.
Yeah.
So, funny story. Krunker is the first PlayStation, first PC game I've ever played.
Oh really?
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was console up until then. I've been playing Xbox mostly. I have a PS4, but I don't really like it.
Yeah, mainly before Krunker, you were. I imagine you were COD though, right?
So I mained. Okay, it's odd. I'm an odd person. So the games I have mained throughout my gamerism.
I love it.
Is Skate 3 for about 7 years, and I shit you not. Then it was Destiny 1 for about 5 years, and then obviously Fortnite. And then
Poggers, let's go.
then it was kind of just whatever. But Call of Duty has always been in that mix, just not like on my YouTube channel. I stream it sometimes, but yeah, I love Call of Duty. It just it keeps on getting worse, I feel like. So
Yeah. Have you
in
tried
a way.
Warzone yet?
yeah, I played Warzone. It's actually way better than Blackout, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. Blackout was just a total. That was a total mess, especially on PC.
Dude,
it was awful.
I could not believe there were so many glitches in Blackout. It was just unbelievable.
They did it completely wrong. If it was probably crossplay, maybe it would have been different. But
I had no fun. Like I don't know. Like in Warzone, if I'm getting shot at, I feel like I have at least somewhat of a chance to like come back from that. But in Blackout, I just be in an open field, get shot 3 times, I'm dead. Don't know why.
Exactly.
It's like PUBG but shittier.
Yeah, it's like yeah, pretty much exactly. But yeah, I love Call of Duty, but like this year's Call of Duty had so much potential, and they're like, we have our own vision, and now the game just kind of sucks. It's cool, I still play it, but it could have been so much better. Like, why don't we have Prestiges? Like, what?
Dude, I miss
right?
Prestige.
This is the game.
I hate the season stuff.
Call of Duty.
This is the game to Prestige in.
Right?
But no, I don't want to hit 155. No one gives a goddamn. I barely played this season. I'm level 8.
And there's no way to like show that you've gotten 155 on every other season. So you're always gonna, if you hit 155, you're always gonna be like 155. You know what I mean?
It's basically just pointless.
It's whack. I feel like multiplayer is dead for me now that Warzone's out.
For sure.
Have you guys heard of the Modern Warfare 2 leaks?
Oh, yes, I have.
Dude,
that
the
looks so
NW2
campaign.
Campaign.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh man, I think it's actually true. Yeah, multiplayer definitely has to be a thing. But then again, Modern Warfare Remastered, the COD 4 Remastered, they said there wasn't going to be a multiplayer only campaign, and there was a
And
multiplayer.
then look what they
so
did. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's
Yeah.
not that much harder.
They'd
I'm
make
sure
a
it
ton of
just-
money if there was a multiplayer.
They would, dude. Honestly, like if they like with Modern War or MWR, I did not mind the supply drops, especially the system they had where you could earn
Yeah.
stuff somewhat easily.
Yeah, their system was pretty nice.
Yeah, like if they did that with MW2 and didn't mess with it way too much, and it felt like MW2, that game could be a cash cow, dude.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, well, I suppose I should do like a real intro because we've been going here for a little bit. Anyways,
right.
guys, welcome, of course, to the Updog Podcast. This is the 5th episode, I believe, and today we are here with usual host Swacky and me, myself, Days, and we are also here with special
Good.
guest Sorable. So say what's up, Sorable.
Wait, what's up, dog?
Nothing
Yo.
much, man.
Yo,
What?
dude, nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Wait, what the fuck is up, dog? I'm so confused.
You smell that?
No, I don't.
Smells like Updog.
What is up, dog? No,
Nothing much.
I'm doing good. What's up, y'all?
Oh, you know, we're here. We're back again. Another episode. Guys, we're going to take a second just straight at the beginning here to, because I realized I did not do this with Nuda last week. And there were actually a few people that were asking me who Nuda was, which is surprising. So we're going to take a second here to let Sora introduce himself and kind of just explain basically what he does, who he is, and where he came from. So you have the floor, man.
I just want to start off saying I've been following Nuda on Twitter since I was 13 years old.
I think we all
But
have, dude.
anyways, apparently not, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really.
anyways, my name is CJ or Sorable. I'm a YouTuber primarily, but I like to stream sometimes. I sadly work at Domino's Pizza, and I upload a game right now called Krunker.io. If you haven't played it, check it out. I guarantee you'll have some type of enjoyment out of it. It's pretty fun, especially right now in the game economy with every game sucking ass. And yeah, it's pretty much me. There's not much else. There's really not much else I do. I'm a very simple man. Do YouTube, go to work, come home, be really sad till I have to go back to work again, come home, make a video, cry myself to sleep that night, wake up, make a video. It's pretty sick.
Just the rinse and repeat, of course. Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
kind
of
of
course.
how it goes as an influencer. That's just what we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
deal with. But hey, we're pretty similar in that sense. We are actually in the same gaming team as well. We're both in North. Now, yeah, it feels bad for Wacky, the odd man out here.
Hashtag North Wacky, all right.
Yeah,
Let's
man,
get it.
fuck it. Let's get the
So what
boy
even
in
got
here.
you into Krunker? Like, what got you into it? I mean, I think everyone got into it because people just started posting it a lot. That's what got me into it. I saw people posting it, and I was like, a
Yeah.
browser video game? Like, I've heard of it, but they did it so well, and they're still doing it very well. It's like, what even got you into doing Krunker itself? And what keeps you going with Krunker, mainly?
So I make about $5 billion a minute off my creator code on Krunker.
Jesus,
Nice.
dude.
That's-
Yeah, I
okay,
did
no,
see that. Yeah, I've seen that.
No, so I was always, this might make some people laugh at me, but that's all right. I've always been really interested in PC gaming. I never had like the best PC or like keyboard or mouse or whatever. But I started upgrading slowly. Like when I played H1Z1 when that was big, I was
Ooh, we
playing
love
on
H1.
a default Logitech keyboard and a wireless mini Logitech mouse. Yeah, my gaming setup was not. Yeah, it was not. It wasn't ideal, but anyways. So I always wanted to play PC. Like I got Destiny 2 for PC. It was whatever. My aim was bad. One day, maybe 7-8 months ago, I saw Clayton Nuda playing Krunker on his Twitter, and I saw that it was free. Didn't really take much, so I just typed in Krunker.io into my webpage, and I instantly fell in love with the game. It was free. It caught my attention immediately, especially with it being a free-to-play PC game that I could actually play and practice, because I never wanted to spend money on like Call of Duty or this and
Right.
that just to be absolutely garbage at it. So with this game, it gave me the time to practice and become good with keyboard and mouse, and that's kind of just where it came from. I really like the in-game economy with the skins and the community. The devs are really in touch with the community, and
Yeah.
I love the game.
That's
Yeah,
what I like
it's-
about it too. I when I used to play it, I mean, I haven't played it a lot recently just because I mean my content's primarily focused on Call of Duty right now. But when I played it, the devs, and they still are, like I still see updates and everything. When they bring out updates, they bring out an update. I feel like they bring out a lot of things, and there's like a lot of just different stuff in the patch notes and stuff. And I remember the devs always used to be so involved with the community. And I wish more video game companies did that. Like if Call of Duty had the same kind of devs that Krunker had, I definitely feel like that it would thrive so much more. But then again, there's always, the good and bad sides to that. And I bet there's still things in Krunker that are still needing to be fixed that aren't really fixed. It's like I've heard like hackers and
Oh yeah, well it's a web page game, so all you have to do is download an extension, like a Google Chrome extension, and there you have wall hacks, aimbot.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh my gosh,
that's why awful. They're planning on moving to Steam. I just don't know how that's gonna work out too well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult transition, isn't it? Because most of their player base is just from people that search the website, is it not? I wonder. I wonder if they'll be able to find
it online at school.
Yeah. It reminds me of do you remember agar.io? That was the one that I used to play when I was in school. Yeah. I feel like it's that. It's that for kids.
Slither.io?
Yes. Slither.io. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. The devs are really awesome. Only issue I'd say with being so close with the devs is that drama can spawn. Not saying that it has with me, but I know with other people that I won't name, drama has spawned just from being friends with the devs, and it's negatively impacted them in the community in the way, if that makes sense.
I see.
And some opportunities don't get presented to you through that. I don't want to touch too much upon it because it's a very specific situation, and I don't want people coming at my neck. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But at the same time, if we want something done with the game, let's just say this was Modern Warfare with skill-based matchmaking. If everyone hated it, they would remove it. But with Call of Duty, they don't have much of a choice, I guess, with Activision. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of wish Call of Duty was like that, but
you'd think it's because of the player base differences, but actually Krunker is doing surprisingly better than Call of Duty on YouTube right now. Like I don't think people understand just how big this game is. Like it is not. Oh, yeah. At first I was just like, some browser game. And I started searching it up on YouTube, and these Krunker videos get millions of views, dude. It is absolutely crazy, man. So. Is that why you decided to go full blast into Krunker? You just saw how well it was doing on YouTube, or you said you really enjoy it? Do you ever get bored of it?
Oh yeah, I love the game. I'll hop on every now and then and play in my free time, but I don't have a lot of free time typically. So usually I'll just hang out with my girlfriend, or I'll play something else like Warzone. Usually I don't play Krunker too often whenever I have free time, but I have to make a video on this at least 3 times a week, so I do enjoy that. It's fun to play when I'm playing it, but I usually don't go out of my way. So the reason I started Krunker and uploading it's kind of a hard explanation. Let's just go over this super quickly. My YouTube channel, I've had it since I was 13 years old. Been doing YouTube since I was 9. I'm almost 21.
Damn, that is so what is that? Wow, what is that? Like you started in 2007, 6?
2009.
2009. Oh my God. So that's right. That's right when you started, right, Wacky? That's right around then.
Yeah, that's all my first channel. I mean, I'm on a new channel now just because I just wanted to move over and do. Honestly, my new channel now is doing a lot better than what my old channel was doing months ago. But yeah, I started in 200008, so.
I feel like a late bloomer. I didn't start till 2012.
So long ago.
I mean, that's still not bad though.
YouTube was amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. That's the thing, I saw all these YouTubers like Smosh, Daystorm, iJustine, and obviously there was a whole lot of gamers back then, but I was still currently a gamer, and I just thought doing YouTube would be the perfect job and be so cool. And then, pretty much I had YouTube channels, but nothing really came of them. And then 2013, I made a gaming channel because I was starting to pop off because of PewDiePie. I was uploading Skate 3. I gained maybe a total of 7,000 subscribers off of that, which still blows my mind to this day because Skate 3 was like 7 years old at the time, and I was only like 15. People wanted to watch me, so it was pretty cool.
No, I used to watch skate videos, man. I mean those the Wipeout montages and stuff like that. Those are classics.
So cool. But then I had this friend group that I met primarily from Skate 3 that I'm still friends with to this day, and they introduced me to Destiny. And I started doing YouTube on Destiny because I've always been interested in doing YouTube. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I was doing YouTube.
You knew you wanted to do gaming, but you didn't really know what you wanted to do.
Yeah, it was hard because on Skate 3 I had such a supportive community, but if you switch games, they're not going to be supportive
Yeah,
anymore.
no
It's just how
way,
it
no.
That's the
works.
worst thing, honestly.
Yeah.
I just kind of wish when you had all these like supporters on one game and you switched over, I wish they'd all switch over. But
It
just
makes
sucks.
sense
It's just
though.
something
Like
you gotta adapt to.
you as a viewer, because I know we all probably watch YouTubers and streamers. Like if
Mhm.
someone's playing something we don't want to watch, we don't watch.
Oh, for sure.
How it is. So,
Just natural. It sucks.
but I don't know. I just finished junior year in high school and I was going to my senior year, and I just spent that whole summer telling myself I was gonna make it with Destiny, just because I really wanted to move on from Skate 3 because it was so old and
Mhm.
it was not going anywhere. And Destiny was just getting a brand new expansion. It had a bunch of games coming out after that. So I was grinding Destiny, and then I had this hit video called Year 3 Gallowhorn, which was an exotic rocket launcher, versus Crota, and that video blew up, and it blew my channel up. And for about 2 years, I had really good success on YouTube with I used to live stream on YouTube and upload consistently, and
Oh, nice.
gained about 23,000 subscribers from doing that. So
Wow.
Dang.
I
Nice.
ended off Destiny
up,
with
man?
like 33,000, and then I feel like I'm dragging this out. Anyways,
No, you're not. No,
No, you're
absolutely
good.
not, man. This is
No,
what people listen
it's
for.
you.
And then yeah, like literally Fortnite came out, and I loved that game so much, but I wasn't really sure how to make content on it. Making content for games, original content, and understanding how it works is very hard. So I just streamed it. I switched to Twitch because I was streaming on YouTube. I switched to Twitch, and I just spent the next 2 years streaming on Twitch exclusively, uploading like here and there every few months. Kind of let my 33,000 subscriber channel die.
I see.
So you weren't uploading as much as well as not streaming, so
Yeah, so like the whole channel kind of died. So I just had like 33,000 subscribers stagnant. I lost.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, and then but I moved. I used to live in middle of nowhere in Missouri. I moved up here in the St. Louis area with two of my roommates, and we got this nice house. It was cool, but the internet was absolutely terrible, so I could not stream. I couldn't stream, so
Ooh, that's
I
brutal.
opted to start making YouTube videos though, because I wanted to do something. And the messed up thing is I saved up like $2,000-$3,000 to go full-time streaming, and I moved here and I couldn't stream. So
No, that's
Yeah,
so
all
brutal,
that.
man.
yeah, but the thing is the internet wasn't working, not good enough to stream, but I could record and play games as long as it would let me, and then keep on playing. And I found Krunker, so I was like, you know what, I can't stream. I have nothing better to play because Fortnite is ass. So I started playing Krunker and starting using my YouTuber brain to make Krunker videos. And my first few Krunker videos just did really good, and then it kept on doing better. And then
That's amazing.
6 months later, we're at 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Congratulations, man. I just
Congrats,
see that.
that's
That's huge,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
So
you've
yeah,
been growing a ton recently.
it's crazy how things work. 'Cause, yeah, like if I didn't move here and if the internet didn't work, who knows where I'd be right now.
Yeah, for
True.
sure. It always works out in mysterious ways.
So I just pretty much chose to do this game just due to the fact that I genuinely enjoyed it, and no other game at the time was really piquing my interest like this game did.
On a scale of 1 out of 10, 10 being like you are so in love with this game, you play it every single day. What are you set at with Krunker right now, in your honest opinion? If you want to answer it, you don't have to though. But,
So I started playing in early August of 2019. I've probably been playing for like 7, almost 8 months now.
mhm.
I still love the game. I love what it did for me. I love what the devs are currently doing for me and stuff like
right.
that.
Oh, for sure.
But in terms of like, am I obsessed with it? At the beginning, yes, I was extremely obsessed with it.
Right.
I'm an obsessive person, especially over games.
Oh, same here.
I will stay up for days playing. But right now, I still like the game. I still really love it. I'd say I'm probably on like a good like 7 to 6 7 to 6 out of 10 on it. Not that really anything needs to be improved. I just feel at the moment that I don't really have a reason to play.
That's true.
And I've played a lot. I have like 6 days of playtime. So
That's insane.
That adds up, especially for. I mean, and they've done a really good job of bringing a ton of creative things that have never been
Yeah,
brought to
For
like browser
sure.
games
Yeah,
before. But
honestly.
it is still limited as a browser game. So being able to keep playing it for that long, even
yeah.
even though you are kind of bored now, it's very impressive they're able to stick with it. I definitely I've quit
I
games.
played it for a couple of months, and I almost went like I almost went berserk playing it. Like the kids that played it,
Oh,
the
it's
lobbies I got
crazy,
into
dude.
was just disgusting. I was like, how do people play like this? And
It's crazy, dude.
I couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah,
So-
that was some bad times.
So you've switched games 3 times now, pretty much, of content that you've been creating. Do you have any plans for the closer or long term future when it comes to the next games you think you'll be playing, or does it just like kind of work out how it works out?
Yeah.
So, for the foreseeable future, games still suck.
Yeah,
I
you're
like-
right.
Like even though I'm playing like a game that seems like the community isn't that big, it's perfectly large enough for me to continue growing on YouTube, and I just enjoy the community. There's games like Call of Duty and Fortnite that I've genuinely thought about dabbling in content creation, but I'm scared for their future, and I feel like it would be a bad investment to try doing any of that, not knowing what their future is looking like. Because even though Call of Duty had a very successful year this year, I don't know how many people are still playing their game. Just like
True.
base game, not Warzone, but like multiplayer.
Dude, Call of Duty is just constantly shooting itself in the leg. That's the problem. I don't know why it keeps doing it to himself. It started with
It's so
David
easy,
Bondi,
dude.
man. His bald ass head patching the DSR. It just ruined it all. It's all been downhill from
Yep.
there.
Literally.
Dude, I don't know. Like, it seems like I mean, I'm sure there's like legal things and maybe some like investors, but like, it seems so easy to me to make a Call of Duty game that would make millions upon millions.
Right?
It seems
Yeah,
so
for
easy
real.
to me.
They
make
have
like
the
a best
platform.
of. Make a best of, like literally like mix Black Ops 2 with MW2, make it a game, have the intervention. Shit, sell me the intervention for $5. I'll buy that shit.
Yeah, same
million-
here.
That's $5 million in 10 seconds, dude. I just like even in MW right now, sell me the intervention.
Yeah, literally, I'll
and
buy
you
the intervention for
that
$5. Yeah, me too.
$10. I'd rather not, but I'll still buy it.
It's because
like
there's
intervention.
just so many developers that are all working on
Yeah,
the
there's
one
I
title,
think
and they
there's
just
definitely stipulations
they
have
just
to do,
can't
which
steal
sucks.
from each other sometimes. Some things are
Yeah.
off limits, some things are okay. They just like, it's too jumbled, you know? It's not like
Yeah.
CSGO where they've always just had Valve, you know what I mean? They just always have that, you know. or-
Craziest thing in the world though, because CS:GO has been more or less the same game for 16 years.
Yeah,
And
more, yeah,
people
for
still
sure.
want to play it and watch it. That is insane to me.
Yeah, I think it just barely recently hit 1 million like concurrent players on the game at one time. It's actually done that a
Really?
couple of times recently. Yeah, if you go on Steam charts, its record is like 1,038,000 people. And I'm
It's-
pretty sure since it's a weekend, there's probably been 1 million people on it again today.
I feel
It's a
like
very growing game.
I feel like CS:GO is one of those things, because I just got my 5-year veteran coin on CS:GO, but I only have 100 hours played, and I feel like there's a lot of people that are like me, where they never picked up the game at any point. They never really started playing it, but they bought it. And then
Oh,
once
yeah.
they do start playing it, that's when it hooks them in. And every new person that hasn't played before that starts playing, they just get hooked in, because it is just so addictive with the way they just set everything up,
Yeah.
with the UI and the skins and the rank up system being so unclear, so you never know. You just have to keep
Yeah.
grinding until it happens somehow.
Yeah, I just looked on Steam charts right now. Yeah, CS:GO is currently sitting at 1,065,000 concurrent players. 44
Wow.
minutes ago,
Wow.
which is
That's crazy.
nuts.
And it's like literally nothing has changed about the game since I started when I played it, like I don't know, like 6 years ago, 5 years ago maybe, like unless they've added like more, like they've added more skins and more knives and like the whole, like their whole attempt at battle royale. I think that's basically all they've done, I think, which is amazing. It's crazy how they can still
Have you
it's awesome.
have you guys heard of have you guys heard of, and are you excited for the new Valve game that's coming
No.
out? No.
Valorant.
Yeah, Valorant.
Yeah, so my thing is I've never been good at CS:GO. I'm not like a super competitive person to begin with.
Mm.
So Overwatch mixed with CS:GO, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
it's
seen
just-
some of the abilities they have too. There's like a basically a wall hack ability.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about that one.
I don't want to have to drop out of college. I'm not in college. I don't want to have to drop out of college to put my whole life into becoming mediocre at Valorant. I don't want to have to sit here and play scrims for 24 hours a day to become mediocre at Valorant. That's why I'm probably not even going to touch the game.
I love seeing all the people that are they are on the fucking line. They are on the fucking
Oh,
start
dude,
line.
they're
They are ready
ready.
to
Pro player for
start
Valorant.
going.
Yep,
player
there's
for
so
Valorant.
many people. Yep, so many people, and then they're gonna play it. They're gonna be like, "Damn, this is it.
Damn. That's
Damn.
it.
This is it." I feel like that's how it's gonna go. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe they'll change some things. Who
My
knows?
favorite thing
I
would
think it
be
looks okay though.
my favorite thing would be if all these pros that changed like already are changing to like professional Valorant player for esports team here and just like play the game. They just fucking hate it immediately, and now they're just stuck.
no.
It's just they're fucking trapped.
Oh no.
Yeah. I
Wait.
see one thing I want to branch off of that is like the one reason I love Krunker is because how absolutely casual it is.
Oh, it's
There's-
totally
For
casual.
sure.
It's the like it's not like a bad thing, but it's like one of the most casual games I've ever
Oh,
played
for
in my
sure.
life.
If I was like 10 years old and my parents had like maybe like a mid-tier computer, like just probably for minimalistic gaming, maybe at that, I could literally go upstairs right now, look up their web browser, go on my web browser, look up Krunker, and easily play it, and I could just
Yeah.
get into any server. I think that's what makes that game cool. Is like you said, it's very casual.
Yeah, and then like it almost reminds me of like Call of Duty in a sense because the one reason I
Right.
always loved Call of Duty is I could hop on and smack some kids real quick and that there's no strings attached.
Right.
Nowadays I have to play like I am playing in the Call of Duty World League 24/7 in public matches and it's just not fun anymore, dude. I'm so sick of I just like the one thing that we're missing in games is fun. Everyone's just trying to
Oh,
make money and
for
making
sure.
bad games. I want to have fun on these
Yeah.
games. Make them shitty, sure, but make them fun.
Yeah,
don't care.
for sure.
They're just trying to cater to the audience that they know will purchase the most amount of additional content, and that's
for
that's
sure.
the
If
most
If you're gonna
unfortunate
steal my
thing ever.
money, then make the game fun at least.
Exactly.
Like
If you're gonna rob
Fortnite
me,
at
Ew.
first. Fortnite, like the first year, maybe year and a half. Like I don't even want to tell you how much money I spent on fucking Fortnite. It's a 4-digit number. It's gross.
dude, me too. It's okay. It's fine, dude. I think we all
It
did.
was so fun.
It was so season
so
1, season
fun.
2 was the best, man.
It was so fun. I would stay up. I was obsessed with that game at first, but then I got like my first 10 wins. I'm like, this shit's kind of whack.
Coming from
It was
H1
fun.
onto Fortnite was definitely one of the most fun
Yeah.
times I had gaming,
Oh, I
for
loved
sure.
it. Fortnite in the beginning, yeah. it
Because
was-
everybody was bad, and if you played H1 or like any BR before, then you just get on and just start crushing these kids that had.
Oh, facts.
It was like the first time like a free BR was huge. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I
like
heard it
H-
just sucks.
H1, I mean H1 was huge, you know what I mean? But like this is the first time it brought in a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? Because H1 had the pros, but
Facts.
they're all dirty old men, so that's why H1 died. But Fortnite's so colorful, it's so pretty, it's so in your
Yeah.
face. It's like every single kid's dream.
For
It's so
real.
crazy how that game was supposed to kind of just die because of it wasn't supposed to have battle royale. That game was in development for like 7 years for Save the World, and then like in a month they made battle royale. Who would have thought, dude?
For real. Oh man.
Like every time I think of that, I think about like, you ever see that picture of like the man mining and like it shows like right behind the wall is diamond and it
Oh,
shows the next
yeah.
guy walking up.
I know that.
Yeah, it's like part of me like I understand wanting to give up, but I feel like if you don't know when you're about to strike diamond, you know.
Right.
So-
That's true. That's the worst thing is you just don't know when it's happening. It
Yeah.
sucks. And
Like-
and you keep going, you're thinking you're just wasting time.
I'm so mad at myself that when you said that, I pictured like the Minecraft meme version of it.
Oh,
Just the
man.
super shitty, like over filtered Minecraft version of it, and I just like
Yeah.
just started giggling to myself while you guys were talking about the most serious thing.
True though, like I see so many people with potential just quitting because there's a number of things they're not doing right, and then just like if they were to do it right, they could do something big with it. And it's just I see so many people just give up, and it's sad, and I understand because like this isn't a for sure thing. Like we're not on salary, we're not making like the
Yeah.
money you make is the money you make. There's really no
It's
Given
all
a way
it's
to make
all
more
risk.
money.
Yeah, there's no guarantees.
like I mean this is like a very obvious thing, but I've worked for the past 3 or 4 years and I've made more money probably 4 times over than I've ever made off YouTube, Twitch, everything combined.
Oh yeah.
But I still do this and I still love it. And
Yeah, it's still fun.
to make it clear, right now I'm making pretty good money.
Nice.
But
Good for you, man.
yeah, but it's still not enough, you know.
Yeah.
If it was, I wouldn't be fucking working at Domino's.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing, man. I was on top when I was like in my peak in SOAR. I was making so much fucking money, like it just got to my head, and then I just like, I don't know, I let it get to me, and then I ended up just fumbling the whole bag, you know what I mean?
A lot of people do that, dude.
So yeah, I mean, it's easy. It happens just like that in a second.
Yeah,
People just lose attention.
I've had potential to go full time like 3 times in my career. Maybe right now is one of them. And every single time I'm like, whatever, it's fine. And then I fumble the bag, or the game dies. It's usually that's a fucked up thing that I hate about my life is every game I love dies.
Yeah.
That's so brutal, dude. Jesus.
I hate it. All my joy just gone. Skate. Where's Skate 4? Give me Skate 4.
Bro, I want Skate 4 so bad, bro. Literally, it's been so long.
Sell both of my nuts for Skate 4.
How long ago was Skate 3? Was that must have been?
Skate 3 came out May 11th, 2010.
Oh my god.
Dang.
It's been a whole decade.
Skate 2 came out like January 16th, 2009.
Dude, I can't believe this isn't a thing yet. Have they been working? I don't know anything about this. All I know is that I've wanted it and it just hasn't come. So, do you know?
It's not coming.
It's not?
Unless they okay, so there is no proof that it's coming. I've been waiting on this game since I was about 13. I mean, like, I've been playing Skate 3 since I was like 10 or 11, but, you know, usually games come out a few years later after the game they release. So I've been waiting on it. We've been teased almost every single year, but there's no, like, confirmed tease. There's no facts that anyone's working on it. It's been 10 years. If the game was going to come out, it would have came out by now. And if it does come out here in a few years, it's going to be fucking terrible.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they might be waiting for VR to take off some more and then go make the title with like a VR undertone, you know what I mean? Because I've been seeing VR has been absolutely blowing up recently, since it became so much more accessible. I feel like they might try and capitalize on that. So that's what I'm keeping in mind. That's the vision I'm holding in my head, is that one day I can beat fucking Tony Hawk in a virtual gaming headset and never take it off and just sit there and game all day.
VR is cool, but dude, it gives me so much motion sickness.
Yeah,
and,
dude, that's the problem. It's so unfortunate for people with like that have issues with that. Like they just are they just there's nothing they can really do as far as I know. They just kind of fucked there.
And it's terrible for your eyes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Like well, that's just for everybody. I mean, you can't fill your entire fucking senses with only like 4K quality video just right in your brain.
Have you seen those videos of like playing or staying in Minecraft VR for 24 hours or a week or whatever?
Oh, dude, yeah. No way it's possible.
Yeah, the guys come out of that with like their eyes are like almost fucking bleeding. They're so red.
I thought I saw Mr. Beast's video on that. Couldn't he couldn't stay in there for more than like what was it? He couldn't, and he never gives up. That motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker beat a dragon, but nah, he couldn't stay in the VR headset.
Yeah. You know, I'm just off topic. I'm just waiting for the next game.
Oh,
because I feel like right now we're just getting fed a bunch of bullshit. Because next year we're getting a Black Ops reboot. Like,
oh yeah, I was literally just about to say that.
Cool, but
I'm just thinking it's gonna be literally Modern Warfare, but Black Ops. Yeah. Right over it. I'm just gonna think it's the same thing. Like,
okay, like,
gonna be, I don't know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm thinking it's gonna literally just be like every aspect of Modern Warfare, like the class setups, the skill-based matchmaking, like the kind of decent gameplay, but then like just Black Ops over it. I don't know, but
see, my only two like gripes with Modern Warfare is the terrible launch, the maps, and lack of reason to play.
Dude, the maps should be the easiest thing for them to do. Like, it's so easy to just bring back Terminal or some stupid shit. Like, everybody would love that.
Here's what they should do. I know they never said that you would pay for DLC, but here's what you do. You literally release DLC packs of modern COD 4 maps, Modern Warfare maps, COD 4 maps, Modern Warfare 2 maps, and Modern Warfare 3. Release all the maps in a DLC and sell the DLC on each one. And I would totally pay the $15 for every DLC for it. And I bet it's
a lot of people would. I just don't. I can't believe they want to capitalize.
People would pay money. People would pay money.
Oh, I would totally pay money to buy some DLC. Like, if I'm gonna be able to like get more map variety.
I already paid $60 to play the shittiest maps I've ever seen.
They
Right.
clearly have no problem robbing people. So
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
like-
for sure.
So if like Black Ops 5 or Black Ops 2020 or whatever it's called, if it literally was like Black Ops-esque game with this same engine, because I personally love this engine with
Yeah,
prestiges,
it's really good.
with prestiges, good maps and maybe even classic maps and like
Oh, dude, it would pop.
a decent camo to grind for.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, I would
Damascus
waste my
does
life.
not look good.
Oh, me
I just
too.
have to say, like, Diamond is
It's fine.
1,000 million trillion times better, bro. I
dude,
loved
Diamond was
grinding for
amazing.
Diamond.
It was
Dude,
just
yeah,
so
same.
bright and everything.
Dude,
Oh.
BO2, I was sitting there fucking sniping, using my shotguns. I
Yep.
would do anything in BO2 for that. I hit Prestige Master twice in BO2.
BO2
Yeah,
was
me
just the
too.
game. I'm sure I have at least
for
20
sure.
days played on that game altogether and
Yep.
everything.
I have tons.
Fuck, I was just like streaming it full time like last month, like with
Oh,
the
yeah.
plutonium shit. So
Plutonium's amazing.
Dude, that shit was fun for a while, but
It
It's
was.
so crazy.
It died too
Plutonium
quickly.
At one point, yeah, Plutonium at one point before trick shotting, there was probably like maybe like 90 players on it every day. Like I played it way before the trick shotting hype because there was like always like Nuketown and Hijacked and Raid 24/7 9v9 servers, so it was really fun. But then once the trick shotting took over, it was just all trick shotting servers. It was insane.
yeah, but
Now
it was
they're, like-
huge for a while there.
Yeah. Now
You
they're
know
doing it
one
on like
thing-
World at War and all these other games. It's
Black Ops
pretty
3.
cool, I guess. Yeah.
What were you saying, Sorable?
one thing I really hope that they're gonna do with this next game, which I know they're not going to because they're a bunch of money hungry whores.
Yep.
So I have personally always had an extreme love for Call of Duty Zombies. And I'm not
Oh.
talking about like, oh yeah, me and my homies used to play Nocturne Toten when we were fucking 12 years old on World at War. Like, no, like I probably have like 50 to 60 days played on all across all.
Whoa.
That's
Like
insane.
are you guys familiar with the ranking systems in Black Ops 2?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
the double shotguns and whatnot.
I have shotguns on 2 accounts. I'm Prestige Master like level 100 and something on Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 can eat my dick. So like I love zombies. I fucking love like zombies is one of my games I'd put in like my favorite games.
Have you ever
And,
played COD 4 mod zombies?
I have not.
Oh,
I
should
have.
try, you
but,
should
like,
try.
very casually, very very casually.
those used to be
um,
so fun, dude.
But Black Ops 4 sucks so fucking bad. I know
Yeah.
some people enjoyed it, but
Yep.
Zombies was pathetic. And then I just hope in this Black Ops reboot, if it is that, I hope they do Zombies and I hope they do it good because this engine feels really good, like the
Dude.
Modern Warfare engine.
The zombies for
Perfect.
Black Ops 4 should have been so fucking good, dude. They have Until Dawn production value. Like they hired some phenomenal actors to play like the main cast, like actual A-list actors, and then it just sucks. It's like
Well-
they got the story part and the acting and the production, but they just forgot that it's a video game,
Yep.
and
Well,
it
so-
sucks because of that.
Yeah.
Treyarch fired a ton of people and was giving them or Activision, I guess technically, was giving them little to no funding for Zombies.
Oh, man.
So I don't think it's really their fault. I still feel like they could have probably done a better job, regardless. But I don't think the blame like right now like this year Infinity Ward. I don't think this game sucks because of Infinity Ward. I think a lot of it's Activision.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I wish I wish games like Destiny, which is ran by Bungie, who made Halo. They were with Activision for the first 5 or 6 years of Destiny, and they just became independent. They spent like a few $100 million to buy their IP back, and
Wow.
the game still sucks. But I just wish Call of Duty could somehow like buy their IP from Activision and just make it
Get out of that
the
shit.
perfect game. Like it's
Oh.
fucked up because like Black Ops 2 was obviously a masterpiece. Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2 was obviously a masterpiece, but nowadays they're dated and there's these people making IW4X and Plutonium who are making the game infinitely better fucking 9
Themselves.
years later.
Yeah,
like literally
people.
fans
Yeah.
for free. It's just I feel like they could do so much if it was a dev team kind of like or like a community kind of like Krunker. I feel like they could do so much with that game, dude.
Oh, for sure.
They have
But
so
it'll
much
never happen.
untapped potential, but they'll never
It'll
they'll never
never
be able to
happen.
pull it off.
No, you know it's crazy.
That's crazy.
We were talking about how you see Krunker and you don't really think of much of a player base, but they just released an update 4 days ago where they added a fictional disease kind of.
Really?
Okay, it sounds weird. Let me
Yeah, dude. You're about to hit a 5-on head, and then you die of the coronavirus.
okay. So yeah, it says like they call it Krunkitis, and it's a fictional virus. It's meant to illustrate how fast a virus can spread if people are not careful, and it's kind of based off, fucking COVID.
Oh, that's
So,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I see what you mean now. It was funny.
Yeah. If you get shot, you're fine. If you get whatever, they have to knife you in order to contract it.
Ooh.
And so I don't know how many people play, but this was 4 days ago. 0 people have it. Today, 225,000 people have Krunkitis.
Whoa.
And that's in
What?
4 days. 225,000 people have played their game in total of 4 days.
Really?
That's
fucking
crazy.
That's
that's-
actually nuts.
And that's only the people who got Krunkitis.
That's true. Yeah. Wow.
So
And I
Do they
never
not
really
have-
knifed a lot of people back when I played Krunker personally.
Yeah.
so-
I don't
people
even.
are doing it now just to be assholes.
They have like
Yeah,
CS.
right? That's
They have
true.
like CS:GO knife like type of things, right? Where you can like buy different knives. Am I mistaken about that?
No, they have a yeah, you're right. They have like a shop where you could buy stuff for money
Right.
called Crunkies, or they have spins very similar to Counter-Strike where you can unbox the knives or guns or
Do they
etc.
do they have like a real time money value on the skins? Like, can you gamble them? Can you sell them for real money? Are there any like super rare skins?
There's really rare skins, but the only issue is it's against Krunker terms of service, at least at the moment, to do anything with the in-game currency into money, because that's how they make money from their game. So like if trading's not in the game yet, but let's just say I paid Wacky $100 for his unobtainable sniper and he just sent it to me for free. I mean, no one would probably ever question that, but let's just say if it was like a public thing, I would get banned because I needed the Crunkies to probably send him so they can profit and it makes the economy fair. So for now, you can't send your friend $10 and him gift you 1,000 Crunkies because it's just taking away from the company, which in a way kind of sucks because if you want to give your boy $10 for fucking 1,000 Crunkies, why not? But
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
you kind of see where they're coming from at the same time. It's a team of like 6 dudes who work on this game.
From a
for
business
sure.
perspective, it makes sense, but from an ethical and like game design perspective,
that'd
it's
be
not
sick
really.
If they had like a gambling system like in the game, but
I think they're
don't know,
thinking
though.
about it. It's just this game is like it's weird. Like they have a lot of the core features in, but we're still missing a lot. And then there was kind of like the Dark Ages happened very recently, from like mid-December till maybe 2 weeks ago. We didn't get an update for a single update for 2 months.
Wow.
So we are kind of just taking what we can get at the moment.
You're right.
For some reason, if anyone from the Krunker team is watching, I just want to say I'm very happy with this game genuinely right now, and I want to say thank you for the updates. No, because like everyone was shitting on them so fucking hard,
Yeah.
like so hard, and I was like, damn. And like I'm pretty sure like Sid, the head developer, like one of his friends' grandmas died, who he was really close to, and he was going through some stuff, I think, and like everyone was just currently shitting on him. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
So-
that's the worst thing. It's just
Yeah, and that's
sucks
another
when
thing
you're-
that really sucks about having such a tight knit community and being like a small dev team connected with the community is like these
Mhm.
people know you, and like even in that time, like Sid and Vince are brothers. They work on this game. Their address and stuff and their personal information was getting leaked. They were getting doxxed. They were getting
Oh,
death
now that's
threats.
fucked
Oh my
up.
goodness.
Yeah,
Over a
it's
video,
no.
over a
Over
browser.
an IO game.
Right? Over a browser video game that anyone can play.
That's
right
been
now.
happening for ages. I mean, come on, Flappy Bird, you remember that motherfucker? That dude had a
Oh,
mental
yeah.
breakdown and took down the whole game because he was so scared of all the threats he was getting. I've
But,
never felt worse for any motherfucker than the Flappy Bird developer.
Yeah. That's just like it's just like when you're, let's just say like you're Infinity Ward. I forget who works for Infinity Ward. Michael Condrey. I think.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yes, yeah.
you don't ever hear that name unless you're really like into the game. Like you're not just playing, like you didn't just come from 7th grade, hop on, and you know that Michael Condrey made this game. You're just chilling. But like
for
this
sure.
game, you get on Krunker, you know who makes this game, like directly,
Yeah.
no matter what. Like it's just a part of the community. It's part of the culture. So that's why they get so much hate, and they've had to delete like all their social medias because they're just getting so much hate.
That's lame.
It's unfortunate because they seem like really good guys, and they're like
Oh, they
our
are.
age.
I've spoken to. Oh
Yeah,
man, I cannot remember
Sid.
who it was. Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah, I spoke to him a lot, and
Yeah, I
he
remember
was
we were
just the
DMing each other about
nicest.
it.
Yeah, he was just the nicest dude. I
Oh yeah,
feel
they're
bad for those
awesome.
guys.
But they're like, I think they're like 23, 24. They're not much
Yeah.
older than we are, and like they're like, even though they have a very successful game, they probably have a pretty healthy amount of money. They're still humans. They're still young, and they do make mistakes. And I think that's what a lot of people need to understand.
For sure.
I think
Dude,
that's
this-
That's the case with a lot of these games. I think that a lot of people, as much as we like to complain all this and that and this and that, like if we were put in the same position, like we're all human, and I'm sure that they are like seeing it. I'm sure there are games where the teams are deliberately being assholes to a certain community that wants something, such as Fortnite. I think is one where they just don't give a shit at all. Genuinely don't fucking care about the like what people want in any way. They just want to make the most money. But there are some like Call of Duty, I think, where they're trying, but they just don't have the permission or the power. For whatever reason, for whatever way, they just can't. And then they just end up getting a bunch of shit for it, and they have to delete their social media, like you said, and then that just sucks for them, and no one really ever gives their side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I know you guys aren't too familiar with the whole Krunker thing, but this community is none like I've ever seen.
Oh,
These
for sure.
kids are fucking savages. They are brutal. Imagine like 11-year-old Fortnite kids playing this game, and just their name is I can't say it, but just imagine what their name is. Just hard R and everything. There's no filter on this game. You beat them in a game, they call you the N-word hard R. They hope your mom dies. It's crazy. Like, I can make I'm just playing, and like I'll get comments saying like, you look depressed, you look so sad, you look pathetic, you suck at this game, kill yourself. My mom's better than you. I hope you get cancer and die. It's like, bro.
Is that in on your stream, or in your videos, or is that like in the chat?
All three. Like literally,
No, man.
literally, I'm sitting on Krunker right now. In the pregame chat, someone says the snack that smiles back, FFA, choose it or gay. Like, it's just, if I don't choose FFA, I'm just a different sexual orientation.
Oh
all
my
of a
god!
sudden.
You know that's little Dave, the 15-year-old sitting at his dad's computer setup playing Krunker.
Yeah, it's like these kids, like a lot of the community is really cool, but like a majority of them are just the biggest edgelords I've ever met in my life.
That shit's hilarious, man. It's like I'm assuming there's like the regular community of Krunker, and then there's like the edgy sniping community, like how Call of Duty has, and that's
Believe it or not,
them.
it's just like the actual community is like the holy space.
Like, is there any split in between the community? Like, there's one side that does this, one side that does that. You think?
Pretty much like all of the content creators are fine. Like, we're all fine. And then like there's like, I'd say like 25% of us are content creators. Like, then like another 25 is just kind of like, I'd say the other 25 is like the super edgy, toxic people that you'll run into. And then probably like the other 50% of the community are just casual people who don't even have an account, who just play to have fun.
I see.
But, you know, you're playing at 4 a.m. These kids are asleep. You know who's online? The content creators and the super edgy people. So
Oh, facts.
it's a mixed bag. You can only have 8 people in a game at a time, so you get a nice mix.
That's true.
Not a nice mix at all, but
Right.
yeah. How long are you guys' podcast?
We're coming up on an hour so far. We usually do right around an hour to an hour and 15 minutes of the full recording with the Patreon pre-show, and then about an hour is how long the public podcast on iTunes and Spotify ends up being.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did have another question first, because we do have time for one more. So you've obviously had YouTube as a hobby, your primary hobby, since you said 2008 or 9 or right around there.
Yeah.
Do you have any other hobbies that you've done since then? I mean, that are like such as like. I've been doing YouTube and whatnot, but I also am kind of into theater and acting and whatnot, and that's what I want to do in the future and pursue more long term. Do you have anything like that you've been doing on the side, or any passion projects that you wanna talk about or share with us?
So I have like YouTube's, since I was about 9 years old, has always been my dream. Like, there's nothing that has deterred me from that. And so I've kind of just been grinding it ever my whole life, which is bittersweet in a way because I've missed out on a whole lot. But at the same time, I don't really regret it. I
Right.
obviously have friends, and then I hang out
yeah.
with friends. But besides that, that doesn't really leave room for much. Especially working a full-time job. This YouTube thing, I probably work at 40 hours a week as well, on top of the 40 hours a week at Domino's. And then I
Yeah.
stream for 10 hours a week, maybe. So like a 60, 70-hour work week usually. It leaves time for minimal sleep and eating. That's about it.
Yeah, I know how you feel there. Yeah, that I completely feel you there.
So yeah, there's not a whole lot of time, but maybe when I was younger, hobby wise, I mean, there's been a few things. When I was really young, or for a majority of my adolescence, I really enjoyed skateboarding. I was never good at it,
Ooh.
but it was
That's
fun. I liked vert. I don't know how familiar you guys are with skating, but
I am I'm
Yeah,
not familiar with skating, but I was you used to be a skater, you say. I used to be like the annoying scooter kid that you'd see at the skate park
Let's
with like his
go.
one or two friends smoking weed and doing little
Yeah,
scooter
right.
tricks.
then from skating, I kind of, everyone played with tech decks, but I made it a little bit more serious. I got like pretty heavy into fingerboarding.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I like fingerboarding a lot. It was fun. I still do it every now and then. It's kind of like a fidget. But
Dude, I've been wanting to get one. I don't know where to get one at though. Like, can you
Dude,
can you just go on Amazon and like just get like a
really
little tech
cool.
deck pack or something?
you could do that, or you can get like a wooden one with like real bearings in the wheels. They're called
Oh.
fuck, what are they? They're like $20 on Amazon. It's super worth it.
Okay.
Dude, those
Forget
are
what
the
they're
most
called.
That'd be kind of a
helpful.
cool little like fidget toy, I think.
No,
play
it's
with.
dude, it's sick. Like honestly, if you don't know what to do, try to figure it out. Even if you don't, you still have a miniature skateboard.
Exactly.
really
It's the most helpful thing. I used to have one too. I think a lot of people did in high school, but it was super I mean, not high, middle school usually, but it was super helpful to me at the time because it's just that thing that you can fidget with your hands, because I have ADD, so it was like if you're doing something with your hands while it makes it so much easier to focus on what you're doing. So I don't know. I was never not fiddling with something, and that yeah, for sure. That's the shit. That's that Tony Hawk shit.
And then the main hobby, which is somewhat obvious, has always been gaming.
Sure.
We love
I have
gaming.
always loved gaming. Yeah, everyone has, and it's that on top of everything, on top of YouTube, on top of streaming, has kind of, I'm sure as every gamer knows, I've missed out on a lot of things on life, but it was kind of my own decision. I've experienced a lot of things too, but like I know like my senior year, instead of going to my senior activities, being a part of the senior picture, this, I just went home and streamed.
Yep.
So
Yep. Same.
is,
That's
like,
how. That's just
yeah.
how it is, man. I feel you there.
You just don't really have a choice. Like you can't.
But
you
you
can't go to your
have.
friend's party on Friday. You have to stay home and make a video.
But you have the trade. Have you ever been to like a gaming event, dude? Because those go
Never.
crazier than those parties and stuff like that. Those go crazier than any IRL event or for like friend activity I've ever fucking been to. So I mean, I think the trade-off's pretty even there. If you guys are gamers and you
Yeah.
and then you're looking to party because you missed out on that, go to a gamer event. Those motherfuckers go crazy at gamer events. I don't know why. I don't know why
I'm kinda
gamers go
getting
crazy.
on my feet in a way. So I don't want to get too much into it, but my parents could have done better. I love them both to death, but I make more than both my parents combined just from
Wow.
Domino's.
That's really impressive, though. Congratulations,
so
man.
I did not have the best start. So like when I moved out right at 18, and then so I've been broke for like the past 2 years, just trying to like because I didn't have my parents to help me move out or help me do this.
Right.
I have my dad. I still hang out with my dad a lot. I love him to death. But in terms of like things parents do and financially, he has not been able to help me, which is fine. But so I haven't had money to go to gaming events. I've barely had money to buy myself a PC. I bought my own PC when I was 17 from YouTube money.
I feel that. That's brutal, man. That was my main issue as well during like when I was first grinding and whatnot, because I was getting all those opportunities like when I was able to join Sora and whatever. But I didn't have any money to get like a PC. So like when I was in Sora, like I'd have to render my video. I'd have to start the render of my video at 8 p.m. and then it would be done at 9 a.m. the next morning, and I'd upload it like before I went to school or whatever the fuck.
I remember the crap PC times. Oh
Dude,
man, best.
Every YouTuber has to go through it almost.
Dude, it's just like it makes you think. It makes you like now I have a good PC, but I just this year, like last year, I got it, and it's a game changer, man. Now I don't have the exact same opportunities, but now I have like the material. Like I know what you mean about that. Like sometimes it can fuck with you, dude, when you just all you need is that little bit extra boost with money or time or whatever it may be.
Dude, I wish I had more time. I would do anything with more time.
If I could have like an extra 3 hours in my day,
dude. Or if like
I'd be so
like
happy.
32-hour days, that would be like ideal
That'd be
because I could
sweet,
finally
man.
sleep.
Oh my gosh,
right
same
now,
here, dude.
I'm paying a lot of money for someone to make my thumbnails, and he's doing a really good job. I just for like how much like the view change is not really there. Like I get the same amount of views in my thumbnail as I do with his, and I'm probably spending like $200 a month on these thumbnails. And I enjoy the thumbnails. It's a really good kid. It's just not that it's really helping me at all, but at the same time, it's saving me like an hour a day, which I can't really get back. So I don't mind giving him the money for that thumbnail every day.
For sure. Yeah.
Because at this point, time is money. I don't give a damn about money. I am at the moment I'm pretty financially stable, minus the whole coronavirus thing happening right now.
Yeah, dude, this is
I'm doing perfectly fine. I just I'll pay for anything just to give me more time because I do not have enough time. Because let's just say I work on a video. I wake up at 10. I'll work on the video for about 6 hours or so. Go to work at about 5. Come home at 2 in the morning. Start working on the next day's video. Get 3-4 hours of sleep. Wake up. Repeat every single day of my life. So.
Dude, that's like people don't realize how hard of a grind it is to be like a YouTuber and whatnot. And they all say like, and it's such a rewarding job, yes, but it's so time consuming. And that's the problem where you just have to really like how you switch games and stuff. Like it's all because of like burnout, man. Like if you were to just that you could head down and stick to one thing, but you can't keep doing it forever. You just can't. You get burned out. That's the problem with gaming, man. Like. With other stuff like making movies or whatever, like there's always new shit that you can do. You're not really gonna get burnt out of making movies, like whole ass movies. So there's always different avenues you can go in. But when it's games, dude, you're restricted to one game, and if the developers aren't doing what you want them to do, and you're just fucking playing it 60 hours a week just to push out content as a job and whatnot, and they're not. It's like they don't have to cater to influencers, you know what I mean? Influencers and gaming like personalities and whatnot. It's not their job. That's not who they make the games for. Like we do it because we love it. But it definitely would be helpful if they took the creators' opinions into account, you know, like a game genuinely like Krunker, you know, like if all the games did that, they took the creators' opinions into account, because those are the games that always do the best. Like clearly Krunker has like such a huge and like close community because like you guys are all being listened to. Like that is I've never been a part of a community like that when it comes to a game. So this is just it's absolutely wild to me.
It's a super special thing. I've personally never seen anything like it before, and I don't know if I will ever see anything like it before.
For sure.
Or after, I guess, not before. Damn it. Yeah, no. I just think, like, just to finish it off, I guess, like, I don't know. Everyone thinks that doing YouTube is easy. You just play a game or maybe just talk, and then you put your video up. Like, no, hours of gameplay footage. There's hours of gameplay footage you don't see. There's hours of editing you don't put into mine. You have to make a thumbnail. You have to get a good title, description, tags, everything.
And then you have to do it every day.
Every day. And then, you know what would be so much easier than being a YouTuber or a streamer?
Just going
to fucking college for 4 years of my life just to get some shitty job just to make enough money to get by. That'd be so much easier than going.
And then having to pay off all that college debt for years and years and years.
It's like, even like I've had my current channel since I was 13 or 14, and I've been doing it seriously since 2015, or even I'll give it the benefit of the doubt since 2016, and I've done it since 2016. It's been 4 years already. I would have been done by college, or I wouldn't have been done with college, but I'm still doing it. I'm probably going to continue to do it for years to come. I hope to see more growth, but it's just, you never know. Like, even though I'm in a very good spot right now, I don't know if my spot's secured. It's hard to tell because Krunker, like I said, they had 2 months without an update. They could just do that again for 6 months this time, or maybe even a year. And then I'm just out of a job YouTube wise. So
Yeah.
But that's where like you have a bunch of different avenues and whatnot. I'm sure that you have your a bunch of different things that you do, and I'm sure that people watch you for more than just Krunker. So there's always ways that it'll translate. I don't think that it's not. I don't think that it's a way. Like, you are gaining something when you're doing your doing YouTuber influencer stuff. Like, you're building an audience, and if you keep them around, you keep them happy, then.
There's just no other game. That's the thing. Like, even if, if I had 1 billion subscribers, there's not another game that I just wish I could play. There's not a single other game that I really enjoy to its fullest. I hopped on Warzone, died, turned off my PC. That's it. It's just, there's really not much I enjoy right now. It's kind of sad. Gaming kind of hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Especially from like the golden days, But yeah, I just YouTube is YouTube and streaming are interchangeable. They're a 24/7 job. You don't get off your stream or upload your video and then just disconnected from the day like you do from work. You go to work,
you're right back on it for sure.
Yeah, as soon as you're done uploading that video, you start thinking about what the video for the next day is, or the next few days is, and then you think about the thumbnails and what's going to happen in that video to make it interesting.
I've been feeling that recently. I mean, definitely YouTube and TikTok are definitely two different ballparks, but even with like something as small as TikTok and like how it's such a new platform and like trying to figure out like what does well and what doesn't do well, it's hard sometimes. But I would think YouTube for sure is way harder, because like you got to get so much more footage.
Yeah, well, I mean, like TikTok, in a way, it has its own difficulties, but I think. Because I know, like, all of my friends are huge on TikTok. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you should. Everybody should. Followers.
Everybody should have a TikTok. I think, no matter what your niche is, no matter what your hobby is, you can make a TikTok and post TikToks about it, and people will watch and enjoy it.
Yeah, I'd honestly call it that it's like the Vine 2020, but I would also call it not Vine as well, because it's so much more different. I feel like
I think it's almost better. I might get
I think it is too.
At this point, like what I tell people is like, get on TikTok, start liking things that you actually like, ignore the shit posts and really cringy posts, and your algorithm will be fucking perfect. I get on there, I could scroll for 3 hours and be genuinely entertained by complete bullshit.
They have to, like, have you guys ever been scrolling for so long on TikTok and then they throw up the screen where it's like some fucking famous A-lister going, hey, you've been scrolling for a bit long now, maybe it's time to take a break? And it's like,
I've never done that, actually. I've never ran into that.
Maybe it's just me. No, it's my favorite thing when Will Smith shows up on the screen. It's like, yo, dude,
good old Will.
You should do something else, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, get the fuck out. What are you?
But that's one thing I really want to focus on in the near future, but it's just so hard. Like I say, my time is very limited. So like, I feel like if I could upload to Instagram and TikTok more often, I feel like those could become huge avenues. Like, I learned how to do Instagram from Wacky, and we've all seen Wacky's Instagram. That shit's big.
Man, shit's huge.
Yeah, so like, and I don't even upload right now, and I'm gaining like 10 to 20 followers on Instagram a day. I'm assuming that's probably just strictly for my YouTube and people being curious.
Yeah.
But I want to start uploading on both of them. It would take maybe 10 minutes. Just, I feel like it's not valid enough to take that time out of my day, the 20 minutes out of my day to do that, which sounds maybe selfish or something of the sort, but it's like, I get home from work, I'm drained from getting fucking literally bullied from the customers and my, everyone.
It's literally, dude,
like, no one there does their fucking job. I have to do damn everything.
No,
and it's just,
no one cares about their job at Domino's. That's the problem.
Like, I love Domino's, like the people who work there, but you can't blame them for doing a shitty job at a low-end shitty job.
Yeah, that's just how it's gonna work.
It's just how it is. But
that's all fast food. They demand too much. They don't pay enough for how much they demand.
So it's just, I think in a perfect world, I could start uploading to Instagram and TikTok a little bit more and try. I wanted to grow other social medias more than just my YouTube, but it's really hard, believe it or not.
Yeah, it really is, honestly. It may seem like 10 minutes, but that's like, you know, the 10-15 minutes you could be doing something
but
else.
it's 10 minutes once you get the rhythm, you know what I mean? But once you actually getting started is the hard part, I feel like, because when I first got into TikTok and I first blew up on TikTok in 2018, like I was just grinding them out like 3 a day because there's just like routine. It was easy and it was like fun. And then I stopped making TikToks for literally like a week, and then a week turned into a month, and then a month turned into like 3 months, and then before you know it, I can't. It's about like I can't get myself to start again. You know what I mean? Because if I started again, then I'd get back on that schedule. But I feel like that's the problem a lot of YouTubers and just a lot of just creatives suffer with, is just starting.
Yeah. It's scary, everything, dude. It's like making your first video, making your first TikTok. It seems like a lot. I know my brain, at least, like if something seems like just ever so slightly more stressful than it needs to be, I'll just completely cancel it in my brain. Like if I'm thinking about going to get food out of the kitchen at night, like I think about getting it and putting it in the microwave and shit, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I don't fucking care. I'm to starve.
Yeah,
and another thing is like the TikTok or the Instagram video for the 10 minutes, you also have to get that gameplay from somewhere. Also comes out of that, which I don't really play games in my free time, like I said, so it would have to come from like a video and this and that. It's just
it's a process.
I want to go full time.
I'm envious of the people that have like channel managers and stuff like that, who basically are literally just them, but they get to be the face of it and do all the fun stuff. True. Like, bro.
Yeah, that's nice. Like pretty much every Fortnite creator ever.
Yep. It's crazy, man. Like these Fortnite creators, that's it makes me upset every single day, because it seems like it's so easy. All they had to do is get good at Fortnite once, and then boom, they just hire somebody to literally be them, and then they just get to play Fortnite and fuck off all day.
They stream something cool happens. They have one guy to upload to YouTube. They have one guy to upload to Instagram. They have one guy to run their Twitter. They probably have TikToks now too, if I can only imagine. Shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and it all just circulates, and then all the money comes back to you. So
yeah, and those people make shit ton of money. You can only imagine, dude.
Oh, like for sure.
Tifu and Ninja's
the Fortnite
editors.
creator codes.
Dude, the Red Guys. You guys listen to another dumb podcast with the Red Guys?
I think so, yeah. I think I listened to the first episode, yeah.
Like the third episode, I love those guys so fucking much. But anyways,
they're cool.
Like they're like, yeah, I wasn't sure about the creator code, but the first month I thought I'd just advertise it, and I made 5 figures. That's in between. That's in between 10,000 and 99,999. That could be anywhere in between from a creator code.
I mean, they all have Lambos, so I think that we can guess which end of the.
I think they bought it. I'm almost positive they bought their fucking Lambos with creator code money. Like literally, not even like just a meme.
It's they just got this stream of revenue for doing nothing. Like it just popped up, and then there you go.
They worked really hard.
No, they did. No, I'm just like saying from what they already built up, it was just like it was given to them as an extra thing that you can just here's this. You can also make money off of this, and then boom, now it's their number one source of revenue, and it's just like it just popped up. They already had the following, then boom, they had the opportunity, and then that's how they started making money.
It's so crazy how much it makes me almost feel bad about what I'm doing right now. Sometimes I'm sure other people can feel the same way. Not that you need to compare yourselves, but like, dude, look at those people. Like they're probably making 5 to 6 digits a month. They said they make like 6 digits a month, which is fucking insane.
That's nuts,
dude. When the money starts coming in, it starts coming.
I don't ever make that much in my life.
Yeah, fuck, same.
It's just like, and they're only like a year or two older than us. It's just stuff like that makes me rethink my life, which is the wrong way to think about it. To make it clear.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've seen, I personally have seen the red guys, random especially since 2014 when he was in Torque, and like you've seen
day one. I remember that shit blew up. That was insane.
So many people. I was on this. They were like they're just like my industry friends. You know, like they were on the same level as me, and now they're fucking huge. And I'm just like, damn. How'd they do that? Like all it takes is just like you just have to be right in that the good headspace of motivation and the lucky opportunity, and then
it's a lot of luck, sadly, because I see so many people just grind their ass off. Like not to point out any names, but there's a few creators in North who are so good at making videos. Like they're honestly perfectly edited, perfect idea. 19 views. It breaks my heart, dude.
Oh, same here.
It is, dude. It's heartbreaking.
Nothing's confirmed in this community. Like you could work harder than anyone in the world, literally, and chances of you blowing up are little to none.
And then you got motherfuckers like J Station, you know, who don't deserve anything, but they're just scamming their way through the internet and making millions off of it, and there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Oh yeah.
Well, and there's so much like unspoken things about YouTube that no one talks about, like how to tag videos and like what SEO is and descriptions. Yeah. Like it's so crazy, and I just see these people working hard on a video. The title is "Poopy McFuckPants." The description says, "Follow me on Twitter." The tags are Fortnite, Ninja, and Tfue.
Dude, but like, once you get good, like once you get big enough, you can upload anything, and if you get the right audience that likes you for you, and like not what like specifically one thing that you do, like you could just fucking upload whatever, dude. Jenna Marbles, literally, she'll upload a video of just like her doing her dog's hair, and then the next video is them like building a fucking triple decker pool outside in their backyard, and like doesn't matter what, and then the next video they're tying their shoes, and then they all have 10 million views. Like it doesn't fucking matter what it is.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like, or like the perfect, like if I could be anyone in this world, it'd probably be fucking FaZe Jev.
Oh,
that
dude,
man seems
that
to have it
man.
down.
He's been on that fucking routine grind for fucking years. I respect it so much.
Okay, let's be honest. We all cried when the fucking 1 mil thing came out,
dude,
right?
Dude, who didn't? That with the Eden song too. The Eden got me so good, bro.
Yeah, same here.
I used to go back and watch that video for inspiration.
I still do, dude. It's so good.
Dude,
like, honestly, like, if anyone can make it, dude, anyone can make it. Like if Jev can make it, we can all make it. And it's just all it takes is time and hard work. Even if it seems like it's not paying off, it should.
Eventually it will.
Day.
Eventually it will. Yeah. Statistically, eventually
it will.
You
have to be smart about it. You can't upload videos of you just doing 90s on Fortnite, call it Poopy McFuckPants, and put your bio as "Follow me on Twitter." You have to make it. The one thing that people miss on YouTube is you have to make content that people are wanting to watch. Like anyone can make a video of them clipping their toenails, sure. But if someone made like a fucking video of a challenge of people clipping toenails, I'm not sure who would watch that. But it would do better than the normal clip.
For sure. It's almost like you have to make content that people like, but then also make it sort of original at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
you can't just... Sure, I could upload a video of me getting 20 kills on Krunker or whatever. But if I use the brand new rarest sniper in the game and title it that, then get 20 kills, people are going to want to watch that because it's an title.
Dude, Melt is a good example of that, because if you got to get the clickbait right, and then it's got to be a good video.
On his fucking wall.
Okay, not that one. Not that one. But the one where he tried out for the Fortnite clan or whatever with the caveman on it. That was cool. I love that. It was a funny video, creative idea. Great clickbait.
The guy put fucking peanut butter on his wall.
And then he put peanut butter on his wall.
I love the dude, but where did that fucking come from?
Dude, that is just the best. It's the best thumbnail I've ever seen in my whole life. I put peanut butter on my wall every time I gotta kill on Fortnite. Speaking of Melt, guys, who's excited? This is for general audience speaking. Who's excited for this is also saying a big fuck you to Sorable right now. But I'm not meaning it that way. But who's excited for Melt next week, guys? I hope you guys are excited. Speaking
right
of,
before me, I'm a middle fucking man. I'm fucking nobody. How you gonna have Nuda and then Melt and somehow me in between? How is that possible?
This has been the most on track one so far of the three, so I gotta say,
100%.
Bro, I love Nuda, but I couldn't imagine doing a podcast with him.
It was
dude, I love
it was
him.
surprisingly easy for me.
Straight up fucking stupid.
Yeah, Nuda just like he is the he
just talked. It was easy.
Yeah.
He just let him go.
It would just be content. 100%.
I love Nuda, but like I could not imagine living with that man.
Dude, I did live with him, and it was awesome. Actually, it was a good time. If you guys, real quick, some shameless shilling. If you guys want to see an example of what it's like to live with Nuda, look up. Nuda had to go to the emergency room because of this on YouTube. You'll see my vlog, and that is the embodiment of what it's like to live with Nuda. That video, and it was.
Oh no.
If you guys watch it, you'll know what I mean. And for now, I just look like I'm crazy laughing to myself. But we're at an hour and a half, so I feel like I should wrap this up, guys. I just realized that we've been going for just like so fucking long, but I've been having just a good time. So fuck it, who cares?
Dude, fucking one last thing. All my friends, like all my IRL friends, know who Nuda is because I've shown them him. And you want to know the video I showed them to introduce him?
Which one?
Buying my first vape and dildo.
Oh, dude, yep. Oh, that's
with the fattest of Clayton Huddleston. It's so beautiful.
That was prime.
No,
that was just prime time of just like the world. People weren't like he. Did you see him in public, dude? Like he would just fuck around and no one even cared.
It was great.
It's amazing.
He would get arrested now for doing the same things that he was doing in that video. Like if he went and did the same thing today.
That man is like the living embodiment of genuinely not giving a single fuck.
He's so funny, dude. I love him.
I love him, dude.
100%.
He's sick.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna give this give you the floor here, Sorable. If you don't know, at the end of every single podcast with the guest, we give the guest the opportunity to shill shamelessly in any form or way for as long as you want. Anything that you want to shill, anything you want to promote, anything you want to endorse, anything that you like
Anything
and
you
just
wanna
want to
say.
talk about, anything you want to say. That's all you, man. You got the floor.
Sorry, baby, go.
Leave a like on this video in the first 5 seconds, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of your grandma. Okay, no. Thank you guys for watching the Updog Podcast. My name is CJ Sorable. I'm a YouTuber. If you guys want to check me out anywhere, just type in youtube.com/Sorable, twitch.com/Sorable, twitter.com/_Sorable. Fuck you, Nash McDonald. That's about it. Thanks for having me, boys. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of course, man. Thank you for coming on, guys. I really do hope you did enjoy the Updog Podcast episode 5. Tune in next week for more. We are live with a new podcast every Thursday, as you very well know. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Deuces.
Deuces.